Call to schedule a pediatric wellness visit for your child. Learn about upcoming milestones and what strategies you can do to promote your child's milestones. In this video clip, we're going to go over why weight shifting is so important, why you should transition your baby instead of placing them in a position and crawling.
Eventually, she's going to cruise the furniture and walk, and she's going to have to weight shift to release one leg to take that next step. Sitting and weight shifting to reach for something and come back up.
Yeah.
It's also going to help with that. And she's going to be sitting, your hands will be here, and then we can do some weight shifting here. But when you push, like when I go to this side, I'm going to make sure I'm pushing down into her hip. Very important. So Zoe doesn't have any developmental delays, but we're just trying to give her movements to help her meet her goals, her future milestones on time, or maybe even faster. But I see so many kids where the baby doesn't know their body can do that, and they come to physical therapy and they just sit there and they won't they won't reach for anything. And as soon as we start doing the weight shifting, like the next visit, they're like reaching for everything. So,
okay.
So it's important to, even if you're doing all the work, to passively show them what their body, look, there we go. Good job. Or even on the other side of your knee and try to help her transition over that hip to get it maybe.
Can you see over there?
I can, yes. That's good. So she's using your leg for support and she's reaching over your leg to get that toy. Good job, Zoe. Oh, she wants to roll to her tummy, so let her roll to her tummy and move her bottom leg so she doesn't get stuck. Good. Now we're in hands and knees. Awesome. And you can use your left leg. Oh, she's trying to crawl over your leg already.
Put your toy over here. Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna get your toy. Like this?
Yeah, and then kind of hand her toy if you can with one hand so she doesn't go all the way over, like lift it up for her. So she's kind of playing on her knees.
She's trying to go over here.
Hands in knees position over the boppy pillow. Good. And she may not tolerate it like that much. She's doing good.
Trying to.
Yeah.
Get your little butt up in the air.
And if she lets you, if she's on her knees, I think she's coming off a little bit, you can do get that the force would now be from the top, like her butt or hip, and then down to her knee, and then you would do the same weight shifting side to side. And if she doesn't want to go up on her knees right now and she just wants to play like that, she's still putting weight through her arms, which is really good because her next milestone is actually on her tummy, on her forearms, and right there she's also on her hands some of the time, so she's doing good.
You should just see her. She's pushing on her feet to get off.
Oh, good job, Zoe. And I loved how she was already transitioning over her hip when she was sitting between your legs to get over your leg.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Instead of picking her up and placing her on her tummy, there's a transition you can do to help her meet her milestones. So if you're working on sitting and then you want to work on her tummy, instead of picking her up and putting her down on her tummy, I want you to transition her to her tummy the same way she would if she was going to do it on her own, like she will later. Okay. So even when she comes back up, so if she's on her tummy and you want to pick her up, instead of picking her up, I want you to help her roll to her side, get this leg up, and then come to sitting.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that way that can help her meet those milestones.
On her own instead of me just picking her up.
Yeah, and she can help with you, with the rolling. You can use some of the techniques we did last time to help her get to her side, and then try to influence her to do it. And if you're in a rush, you can do it still passively, but it's just a good way to help with that muscle memory. And she already started to do it. That's if later on, when you look back at the video, when she's sitting between your legs and she tries to go over your leg to reach for the toy, she's doing that. She's like doing that transition already.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. She's gonna be a rock
Makes
star.
a lot of sense about not just plopping her on her tummy, but helping her the way that she would do it.
Yeah. And then I can show you another tip that I would do too, like during diaper changes. And I know that a lot of parents will do this also for gas, you know, the bicycles.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Right? So another thing you can do is when she's like this, you would put, then this time you're gonna put a force from this part of her knee down to her hip, and you can do a weight shifting right here.
Oh, okay.
And that will also help when she crawls, because when she does end up crawling or commando crawling even, you know, they shift their weight to move their arm forward. They shift their weight to move their leg forward. So it's all weight shifting.
Huh.
So just kind of teaching her to know what that feels like will help her meet those goals on time or faster.
Cool.
But which ones are you going to, do you want to focus on?
So I really like how you it makes a lot of sense to me to teach her or to do things, move her in positions the way that she would versus just plopping her down, because then that doesn't help her learn how to move her body. So I think I'm going to be more aware of transitioning her the way that she would from either sitting to tummy or from tummy to sitting up. That way she learns how to do it on her own.
Good. Yeah, I think that's going to be a really good one. And I think if you all are like having family time, just like having her like the way you did, and having sitting between your legs and a toy on the other side, and I think practicing that too will be good.
And then paying more attention to weight shift, since it sounds like that's really important for all the milestones that are going to be coming up. Oh,
Remember to consult with your physician or physical therapist before trying these exercises at home.